today's Tao Daily Tarot just around the corner. Of course, here's a little heads up. This is the clarifier card. This is the overall temperature in this energetic weather report that I call the Tao Daily Tarot. It's go the distance. And what's going to help you? On both sides. We got not one, but two Eight of Wands. There is some important information that is going to be coming in during this Mercury retrograde. It will all make sense as we get into July, but I'll help clarify it for you coming up in just a moment. Well, hello and welcome again to the Tao Daily Tarot. Glad to have you here. Always makes it extra special good when you are here. By the way, since you are here, please like, subscribe, share, click that bell. Make sure that you get your daily updates. I appreciate it muchly. Thank you very much. Build this channel together. That's what we'll do. Now, for the first timers, this is kind of a different tarot read. First of all, it's archetypal. I read the images on the card. Okay, I only use 8 cards, generally speaking, from 4 different decks, but 8 cards. And the reason is that the Tao, by definition, is the simplest, the most direct path. So I keep it to 8 cards from 4 decks. Simple really works well. I also focus on energies, the energies of coming, going, pushing, pulling, the things that you deal with every single day. Every single day, things are coming towards you. Things are going away from you. Things are pushing you. Things are pulling you. That's life. So think of this as an energetic weather report. What's going on out there? Around the whole world, actually. The frequencies are the same. Is it going to be sunny? Is it going to be rainy? Is it going to be cold? Are we going to get snow? Are we going to get tornadoes? What are we going to get? What's the weather? Well, energetically, you get an energetic weather report. This allows you to know what's going on in terms of energies and frequencies surrounding you so that you can make decisions based on that information. I stay away from predictions because predictions tend to put people in a box. They look for certain situations, certain people, certain something or other. The frequencies say, here's the energies that you're dealing with now for the next 24, 48 hours. Now, fit your life within those frequencies. It's much more effective. People really like it a bunch. I also do something called the hyper shuffle, and I try to get this read in a 10-minute window because you have a busy life. Things to do, people to see. You got to keep moving. That being the case, a 10-minute, 11-minute or so window works really well because you can check our tarot reading every single day because I have a brand new reading every day, 365 days a year. And if you happen to miss a few days, easy to catch up because it's only about 10 minutes for each reading. Works out really well. People seem to like it. So, alrighty, I mentioned something called the hyper shuffle. Here it is. So there you go. There is the hyper shuffle. Let's get to today's Tao Daily Tarot. This is the Oracle card, or since this is an energetic weather report for you, this is the overall temperature. Go the distance. Just had that card a couple of days ago. So this is a reminder during this Mercury retrograde when things are constantly shifting. That's the fun stuff, and I say that euphemistically. That's the fun stuff with Mercury retrogrades because your mind just goes all over the place. Well, I could do this. Let's try this. Let's go back to this. And back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And that's what you're doing now through the end of the month and probably into the first week or two of July. Then things will settle in. But be prepared to go the distance. And that means, make it through this mental muck that is the eclipse season and Mercury retrograde. Alrighty, so let's begin with the energies of coming and going. We begin with the Queen of Cups. Very, 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 very nice. This is the love card for me in the deck. Yeah, because the Queen of Cups is really extra special. She's intuitive, she's sensitive, caring, gentle, even artistic, right? And certainly calm. Certainly calm. It is, to me, a card in many ways of self-love. You see she holding that big cup, emphasizing the amount of love that she has. You have to have your cup filled to be able to give it to anyone else. If you don't have it, you can't give it. The Queen of Cups definitely has it. And I think, you know, as we were just talking about the Oracle card, go the distance, I think that's something that we all need with ourselves, is that little bit of self-love, appreciation, that gentleness, that calmness. Tough to do, however, because we do have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands means communication, fast communication, communication coming in. Now, I would expect this over the next couple of weeks, I would say. There is some additional information, which is very typical in a Mercury retrograde. There is some information that you don't have yet. May not seem like much at the time, but I think it will really be significant. So, it's the kind of information that may spark your enthusiasm, your excitement, your passion again. But again, it may not be a big deal at first, but it's the information that you need to have come in, and it will be coming. We now go to the side of pushing and pulling energy. Eight of Pentacles, it means you're ready to work, you're ready to dig in, you're committed. And I like that especially as we're looking at this card. Go the distance. Go the distance. That's what it takes to go the distance. You have to be committed to the effort. Eight of Wands says you are. You have been through enough over the past year or so, maybe even longer, and you've said, okay, I have to invest. And in fact, to emphasize that investment, King of Pentacles. Now, again, we could be talking about money. People love to do that, which in part, I think, is one of the reasons we have so many problems on this planet. People push it all towards money. But remember, Pentacles are also things that you value. And you're working towards establishing your own set of values. You are literally becoming your own King of Pentacles. Does that mean you're going to run your life like a business? Not necessarily. But in a way, yeah, because you're going to value those things that are valuable to you. You're not going to play them down. You're not going to take somebody else's values and make them your own necessarily. Not until you give it some thought. And by this point, you've given it some thought. You know what's important, what's valuable to you. Knight of Pentacles, again, emphasizing the idea of stability. Again, emphasizing the capacity to have your own set of values established for you. Now it's just a question of working through them. We already see the Eight of Pentacles. We know that you're willing to work. And all this stuff coming together will kind of move you in a direction. But I wouldn't look for much in the way of action, as that Eight of Wands indicated just a moment ago. I wouldn't look for a whole bunch of that until we get into July. I think we still have more little bits and pieces of information we have to accumulate. And the final magnifier card, Seven of Wands. It is drawing your line in the sand, so to speak. It's saying, I've had enough. I'm done. That's it. You're defying what has been normal in your life, the things you accepted as true, the things you accepted as fact, the way that you lived your life, the values that you led your life with. And now you're saying, geez, this past year kind of pushed me in a little different direction. Not entirely, but somewhat in a different direction. I have my own values, and I'm going to stand the ground for my own values. And then we wrap it up with the vice versa card, which again is the Eight of Wands in reverse. And what that does is just confirm what I said a little bit earlier about the first Eight of Wands that we came up with. There is some information coming to you, and it will be significant. But it may take a while to get there. And it could be internal. It could be just a realization. You go, I got it. I know it now. The parts and pieces fit. There is something that is coming. This card indicates, as that first Eight of Wands, information is coming your way. It will be extremely helpful, allowing you to go the distance in your new life. It's just going to take a while to get there. And again, be open over the next couple of weeks, certainly till the end of the month, as Mercury will finally go forward. But look at the first 2 weeks, maybe after the 4th of July. where you're beginning to see things really settle down and things clear up much more. And the Eight of Wands twice tells me that that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for this piece of information that will kind of click everything together. It will be the glue that allows you to go the distance. Beautiful read. Alrighty, so that's it. Please like, subscribe, share, click that bell, very important. I thank you in advance very muchly. You know, you guys are the reason that I do this. I need your support. You've come through fine. Feel free to make any comments. I love to hear from you. What would you like to see different? What would you like to see extra? Those kinds of things. Because I'm right at that point of maybe making some modifications in terms of how I present my material to you. Maybe slight, I don't know yet. I'm still thinking around. It's a Mercury retrograde for me too. So good. Between now and the next time you and I have a chance to talk tarot together, which will be just a little bit down the roads, I always wish you blessings.